Hey guys, we're back. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Red Dragon Inn ally Ozrik the Adept. I think he kind of looks like Doctor Strange. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but he's an elemental mage who basically gets bonuses for comboing together various elements to pull off bonus damage or abilities effects on his spells. And we'll get right in and take a look. First up, we got a rule sheet for him. Somebody's putting together a PDF file that basically has all of these rule sheets in one big thing, so you don't have to carry around all of them. But this one explains how his cards all have this elemental symbol up here in the corner, and at the bottom they have the effect of what they would normally do, and then these extra bonuses. You can discard a card with that symbol in order to gain that effect. You can do multiples of the things that are on there, but you have to discard all the cards that are required. So in this case, this one has the wild card ability here, which is any. So if you discard one water and one any, you would also get that effect. Or in this case, you could discard a fire to get that effect, or a water to get that effect, or both to get both effects. But if they have two symbols like this, you have to use both symbols in order to meet the requirement. Very simple, yet interesting little addition. Ozrik comes with the older style, smaller player board. I still like the larger one of these that came with the first like 4 Red Dragon Inns. Had the wood grain with the slots for the decks. I've always liked those better, and we still keep a box of those around when we play. We have our alcohol and fortitude markers. The Allies expansions always use these smaller ones. They don't match the size of the ones in the standard box sets. It always bugged me, but I like to use the glass beads that came with those original sets anyway. And then you have enough tokens for the gold to add them to your game. Again, the Allies use these smaller ones. I prefer the full-size ones or the metal ones that we use now. And then finally we have Ozrik's deck here. I love the tricolors on the back here. As with all of the cards, a good chunk of these are your basic gambling cards, probably half the deck as with all decks, except these have the elements up here in the corners, which you need to keep in mind, as well as the elements down here at the bottom. Again, if you discard a card with that element type, you gain the extra bonus at the bottom. And those are more important when you get towards the back here and you start getting into really ones. Like, if you lose Fortitude, you can play this card immediately. You can't play it if you reduced it. Target player loses 2 Fortitude. If you discard an Earth card with that, they lose 3 Fortitude instead. And if you discard a Water card, you actually gain 1 back. So, neat things that you can do to basically power up your abilities. Though you are going to be discarding a lot, so especially in larger player count games, you're going to have to start keeping an eye on your hand size to make sure that you have cards in your hand to play the various effects to make it back to your turn so you can draw again. Overall, Ozrik is a very simple and easy to play character. It's got a slightly new mechanic which involves the discarding there, which you got to learn, but it keeps him very basic yet still has an interesting ability that you can customize based on if and when you discard. So it makes him a little bit trickier to play than characters out of Red Dragon Inn 1, 2, and 4, but at the same time, it's still very basic and a simple addition. Doesn't require any extra tokens, doesn't require any extra cards. It's just your basic deck, and you're going to be doing a lot of discarding. And that makes him a great entry-level character for someone to learn, to pick up, and get the feeling for a more unique character without getting overwhelmed by a bunch of special rules. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for our look at Ozrik the Adept. Pretty simple and easy ally. Not a whole lot here to this one, but that's kind of the intention, as he's meant for people who are just getting into the game and just starting to learn these special characters. At the same time, in the hands of someone who's very good at the game and plays a lot, he can be a very powerful character. That's going to wrap it up for our look at Ozrik the Adept, the Red Dragon Inn ally. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.